Justin, también, how you doing,
I
brother?
appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, what's that?
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man, just been in El Paso my whole life. Been doing the entrepreneurship thing for, oof, man, 13, 14 years now.
13, 14 years.
Yeah. So, started in the gym business at that time. Started with a partner back off Gateway. Um, he ended up buying me out. This is my first legit business by myself, this one over in here.
This one.
Yeah, man, so, this has been open for 10 something years. And, man, just kind of, as you all know, built a few bars, 5, 6 now. Built another gym. Just moved to Arizona, opened some stuff out there. So I'm coming back and forth now. I'm not done here yet. I still got a couple projects I'm working on, man. So I got quite a bit going on.
So one question that I have for you, why El Paso? If when you started making money, what made you wanna basically expand here once you started becoming successful?
A few reasons, man. I mean, well, one, I think the big one was I was doing so well here, and my following was here. It just made it easy, you know. It made it easier. And I always thought if I moved to another city, I wouldn't be like prepared to tackle like those audiences. You know what I mean? And then, I think a little bit of my ego too, man. To be honest with you, which was probably a little bit of like my downfall. I wanted to like one up all the bar competitors here. I wanted to one up all the my gym competitors here. Not necessarily like in a negative way. I mean, I'm just competitive.
Right.
Very competitive. So, I think that was a little bit like my demise towards like the end. And that sounds bad that way. It really didn't go down that way, but I think I could have been more successful.
So when you started in the gym business, were you instantly successful, or did you have a rocky road?
No, man. I was like 0 to 100, dude.
Yeah.
I was like immensely successful starting off, man. So when I bought into Homeboy's gym off Gateway, he was making like 3,000, 4,000 a month. Basically, just barely making rent, man. Just barely. He was scraping by. He was this close to closing, and I got that gym making 30 grand like in I think 4 or 5 months. $30,000 in a gym is a lot of money. Ask any gym owner. No one does that except for like EP Fitness, Planet Fitness. They're in the hundreds of thousands. But then you got guys like us who don't make that kind of money. You know what I mean? Just nobody does.
And what was it that I guess made that? What separated you that made you successful? That you did that they didn't do?
There was a couple things, man. I think like my passion is obviously different than most people's. And then I think I just put a new concept that wasn't really like in place yet. And it was like a simple concept. Like it wasn't anything nobody had not done somewhere else. They just hadn't done it here, So yeah, man, and that kind of is exactly what I did with Back Nine, my club. It's not like no one had not done it elsewhere. No one had done it here. And I put it in an area of town where no one had really done shit yet. You know what I mean? It was just like it was so common sense, man. Like the 36 area code when I built Back Nine 6 years ago, I think it was number 2 in the country with dense population. You know what I mean? It just made sense to me, man. I mean, now I think the 36 is like 7 or 8. It's other cities have grown, But it just made sense. I was like, man, how can I not put a club here, and how can it not be successful with all these people right here? It's just like a no-brainer.
So you wanted to do it basically where the population.
Yeah, bro. Just give yourself the best chance to be successful. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then another question. I guess with the bar business, what made you from the gym? What made you transition to the bar business?
Just money. I knew all the bar owners at the time. I knew what everyone was doing. I knew what everyone was making. And what I made here in a year, they were making there in a month. I was like, man, it just doesn't make any sense for me.
Yeah, that's especially here in El Paso.
Yeah, bro. Like
there's
I was
so
like,
many bars.
yeah, bro. I was like, damn, man. Like I want a piece of that pie.
Right.
Plus I love the industry as well. So I have a passion for the gym and I have a passion for nightlife. It's just the two things I really enjoy. So it just made sense for me to kind of make that side move. And it was just really easy. I mean, it's hard as fuck. But as far as like being successful, like it came pretty easy. So yeah.
And then how many bars in total? You said 6.
So I've built 6.
Built 6. Which one? What bars are you?
So Back Nine, El Rey East, El Rey West, El Paso Draft House East, El Paso Draft House West. And I built an El Rey in Phoenix, and then I'm working on my seventh over there. This one's a different level. It's like in one of the busiest places in the world, Scottsdale. Um, it's 2-story, 8,000 square feet. It's crazy, you know. So I can't give like locations or anything yet. As a matter of fact, that's all I can say. That's probably all I'll ever say. I don't think anyone will even know I'm involved when it ever opens.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta stay like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Low key about
we
it.
got low key, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, man, that's gonna be super cool.
Nice. You
Oh.
gotta visit that one.
Yeah, and I will say, man, so this spot here, so I just bought this building, and I'm looking for another building to move my gym out of here into something bigger. So I'm looking at, found a really nice 22,000 square foot spot. Hopefully that one works out. When I do make that transition, I'm gonna turn this whole spot, man. So it sits on an acre. And you got this 12,000 square foot building. I'm gonna turn this into like a day pool, like Vegas. I'm gonna build a pool right out here. Day pool, cabanas. I mean, tight shit.
Yeah.
Flying in DJs and the whole thing, right? And this is gonna be the new nightclub. So, yeah, this is gonna be wild, bro.
It's just like you have a vision for anything.
I always have my next move, man. Actually, my next 5. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And did you go to college for this?
No.
What are your takes on college? Do you
Yeah, man.
feel that in order to be successful, college has a lot to do with it?
I think any like successful entrepreneur will tell you no. You know what I mean? All the big guys will tell you no. And I went to college, but I went because I just thought I needed to go
What
to
did you
do
go for?
criminal justice.
Like everyone does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I was just skating by, man. I mean, I think it opened up my vocabulary in college, and like it definitely opened up like diversity. You know what I mean? I went to tech, and I just met a lot of different people from a lot of different places. You know, other than that, man, I just fucking partied my balls off for sure. You know, but no, man, I don't think. I think you just need passion, bro, and I think you just need to be really good at like your trade and your craft. That's it. You know, you just do that. You'll reap dividends for sure. You know. Yeah.
And I guess this is the most overused word, success. What do you define as success for you?
You know, I don't think it necessarily has to do with like money. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to be killing it to be successful. It's nice for sure. You know, you want to be making money, hopefully. But like I said, man, I think people who are able to work for themselves, make their own schedules, you know, enjoy their life, whether they're that successful or not, you know, but just really enjoying their passion or their job, you know, that's successful, man. I mean, yeah, you're waking up and just not having to work for some dude, you know what I mean, or working for some dickhead, you know, that sucks, man. So I feel for people that have to do that.
So then from you studied criminal justice, did you drop out or did you?
No, I graduated.
You graduated?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
did you try to get a job in that field?
So I mean, I took it pretty serious, man. I mean, I got studied for my LSAT. I was gonna go to law school, so I got I think I scored like a 148 was my best score. I got into Texas Wesleyan in Dallas, and then a couple of my homies just like talked me out of it. They're lawyers right now, but they're killing it. You know, they were a grade above me, and they're just book smart. You know, I was definitely not in the streets. You know, they're like, dude, you're gonna hate it. You know, they actually don't like it. They hate the system. You know, they see how corrupt it is, but they're just in too deep. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they're doing very well for themselves, and that's the stuff that I got, you know, my homies in my pockets whenever I need them, you know what I mean? So, I just took their advice, man. I was like, you know what, I probably won't like it. And then, luckily, I came across that opportunity where this dude was struggling. Just, you know, just kind of like right time, man. Just kind of worked out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And now you have your.
I got these drinks,
you had
man.
it for a
Yeah.
while, right? What made you? Because I've never seen protein in a carbonated drink.
Yeah.
Was that a struggle to build?
Yeah, so it's in the blue one, the protein one. But yeah, man, no. So the guy that developed it for me is in California, and he said I overflowed like his tanks. They just couldn't figure it out. So it's like I fucked up his whole factory. I think they had to shut down for like a few days.
Really?
Yeah, to try to figure it out. So
And then that takes me to my next question.
Yeah.
With the pandemic in 2020, did that affect your businesses?
yeah, dude, I was fucking struggling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't. For anyone that really knows my story, yeah, the pandemic like fucked me up bad. Yeah, I mean, I was in the paper, you know, fighting for small businesses to open up. I was the first one to change. First one here. Again, this is happening elsewhere. So you know, I never really like reinvent the wheel. Or I'm never doing something completely new. I just like adopt smart practices. You know. So I was the first one to throw in a food license into all my businesses to open up. So I was just a bar pretty much everywhere. You know. So that's how I kept my businesses just barely surviving, bro. I mean, we weren't making almost anything, even with that. And then, yeah, man, just skated by, just barely made it. I didn't close anything at that time.
Yeah, because I remember with El Rey Muerto, you opened up a kitchen with it.
Yeah.
And really good. If you guys haven't tried it, go. And I remember I went to go eat there, and
Yeah.
did you make the menu or did you hire someone to? Did you hire a chef?
No. So, I mean, my manager at the time was just a good cook, man. So, you know, she was back in the kitchen. I was helping her. You know what I mean? We're just hustling, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, I was just kind of passing out the food. She was cooking, bro.
Right.
Yeah. But we were there all day, bro. Like, that fucking sucked, man.
What I've noticed is I noticed this in back nine, and it got pretty big. Your coffin bombs.
Oh, cough bombs, yeah.
Yeah. What was how did you come up with that?
So I was in Houston way before I opened my club. And they was partying at a bar, and I saw some fool with a shotgun, this energy drink, and I was like, "What's up?" You know. And then I saw him do it again. I was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you drinking?" You know. And then I realized they were putting alcohol on it, and I ended up taking like 5, and I blacked out. But yeah, no, man, I took that. They called him, I think, Wake Me Up saying. So I just, you know, adopted it, man. Just adopted it, kind of made it my own thing. We do our own little concoction, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I've had a few and woke up pretty energized and same thing, I blacked out.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
they're really good. I could say they're pretty addicting too.
Yeah.
Do you read books?
I used to, man. I haven't read a book in a while, but yeah, I mean, I used to read like all C.S. Lewis's books. And,
What would you say is your favorite book?
I mean, the 48 Laws of Power is good, man. You know, that's some good principles in there that I think are pretty well versed for anybody at any point. You know what I mean? I like things that just make common sense. You know what I mean? Like common sense is not as common as you think. You know what I mean? And I think when people overextend themselves or like think too much into shit or make what people do a lot is make things harder than they need to be. You know what I mean? And I just run like a smooth shit, man. You know, I run things just very even keel for everybody. You know, and I don't overexert anybody or myself especially. I try to keep myself really fucking grounded all the time. You know, and so I think in that book there's a lot of things in there that help you. You know, but yeah, that's kind of. But to answer your question, no, I haven't read a book in a long time. It's been a minute. I read a lot of articles though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like 20 a day probably. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's gotta stay.
That's exactly what's up. Yeah.
And why? Since you mentioned you're heading to Arizona, why Arizona?
So Arizona wasn't my first choice, man. I was looking in Dallas, and dude, I was just trying to get a business going there hard, man. It's extremely hard, and it just didn't work out, man. I couldn't get a building over there. So I was like, you know what? Why am I not looking somewhere else? So I looked into Houston. I looked into Austin. I mean, I went over there several times, and I finally went to Arizona and just kind of found an opportunity. So that bar that I opened up over there, yeah, man, I just took over someone's business there and rebuilt the spot. So.
And you as successful as you are, I know you're invested in the fitness industry, the bar industry. Are you invested into anything else? Real estate, crypto, stocks?
So, like I mentioned, I mean, I just bought this building, so I want to start getting into commercial properties. You know, we own some houses. We just bought a condo in Arizona, so that one wasn't cheap, man. We got some stuff here, and then I'm looking for, you know, again, that other building I want to buy to move my gym into. So I want to start owning whatever I'm in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
at least
instead
of renting. Yeah, at the very least. But I'm looking stocks. Yeah, I got some stocks. I got like 230 Tesla. So some other bullshit I'm fucking around with, but yeah, mostly Tesla. Yeah. I'm counting on that guy, man.
Yeah, Elon.
Yeah.
Make shit happen.
Yeah.
And for someone like you that has, I mean, I feel like you're successful in anything you touch, anything you put your 100% in. do you feel that it's more of a hard work thing or a mindset, or they both go hand in hand?
Definitely hand in hand, man. Yeah, your mindset's everything, bro. You know, the more positive you are will lead you into a positive environment or situation, you know. But that takes, I mean, a lot of people ask me this question, bro. And again, it's like not as difficult as you need to make it, you know. Literally anything that is going on, you can make positive, or at least push in a positive direction, you know. So, I mean, it's taken me like a long time to really wrap my mind around everything in my life that happens to make positive. But once you start practicing that, it's like working out, bro. It's like working out a muscle, you know. At some point, it's like automatic, you know. And then you're just that way. And then everything you do is like, you know, ends up being, you know, pretty good. You know what I mean? For the most part. Or you know, shit happens all the time, but you can flip it quick. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah, you just gotta be as positive as fucking possible, man.
Yeah. And one of the businesses, I guess, what would be the biggest struggle you have to overcome, other than a pandemic? Like, is there something that you once were running a business and a wall, you had to overcome a wall that set you back?
Yeah, I mean, so I was gonna mention this a minute ago when you mentioned about El Rey. So about, oh man, it's been a minute. 8 months ago, um, essentially the city closed. I can't say the city closed back nine, but they had a big part in me closing back nine. They put a lot of pressure on the landlord, and you know, I had a lot of black people there. The city and everyone just really didn't like that. You know what I mean? I was running basically like a black club. You know, that's where everybody went, man. You know what I mean? Those were like my homies.
Right.
So yeah, there was a lot of pressure on me. There's a lot of pressure on her. So she didn't renew my lease. My 5 year was up, and I had a 5 year option. They just fucking X'd me. So that was pretty devastating, man. And then really after that, bro, everything started going downhill. And I had never been in that situation. You know, I had built 7 businesses that I was running. And this whole time, this whole 10 years, dude, I've been successful as fuck. You know, I've made a lot of money and I've done really well. And there's been obstacles for sure, you know. But not until then was I like, oh fuck, man. So then I had another bar on the west side, my El Rey West. The city didn't permit me my license because they called it subterfuge, which I had bought a bar from somebody. I bought Brass Monkey to turn into El Rey.
Amazing.
So what happens is it's really complicated, man, and you won't know until you know. It's not like I fucking knew, you know what I mean? But when you're running someone's business, it has to be all completely on paper, and you have to change everything in the city. And we were working on it. There was just a lot of due diligence we both had to do because this lady had SBA loans and shit, so we had like government involved. It's very confusing. But anyway, they all came in, like 30 of them one day, shut me the fuck down. Didn't give me my license. I was just waiting, paying rent for like 6 months. You know, I was like, dude, I just gotta fucking pull the plug. You guys are gonna fucking drain me, you know? So I pulled the plug on that.
Brass Monkey or Back Monkey?
That was at the Brass Monkey one. So back then I closed, right? That motherfucker, I had to close. And then I had my other few businesses, right? And then, you know, I had my manager and like 10 employees. When I closed back 9, jacked me that night. Stole all my liquor, stole all my cash, like $80,000 worth. They went to all my businesses and pulled all my safes out. So that weekend, or that Monday when I go deposit all my money to pay everything, I was fucking broke, you know? I had some money, but I didn't have, you know, that money pays a lot of shit, you know? So I was freaking out, bro. Yeah, I mean, I've never been through some shit like that. Man, I hope no one has to go through that, and I will be prepared to make sure it never happens to me again, you know what I mean? But then I ended up selling everything, bro. I sold out here. I mean, I was in such a spot. I sold all of them. I sold everything. The only thing I own is this right now. You know, I'm doing another little project kind of with my homie, but here, and then of course Arizona, right? But no, I was so devastated, bro. I had to sell out pretty much, you know. But that was tough, man. It was this close to being another direction. I just fucking somehow figured it out, man. It's crazy.
That reminds me actually, because we go way back.
Yeah.
We go way back to, I believe, 2018 maybe.
Yeah.
We throw a party together and we dealt with something like that where we had some money stolen from us.
Right. It's
So,
you haven't been here since, right?
yeah, I haven't came. It's been a couple of years since I've been here.
So the money that was stolen was like in this imaginary room right here behind you that I ended up taking out.
This is where the office was.
It was right here, actually, like right over there. These were weights right here, but we would look at the door was like right here.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. And yeah, because that's where the entrance was at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go way back. We had a setback. Uh, had some money stolen from us.
That's a lot of money.
But it was a lot of money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
People are fucked up,
that's
man.
that's because as you guys know, if you see my my videos on YouTube, I go way back. Started making thousands throwing parties. We throw a party together, and I mean, in business, you have to kick people out. They either set you back or just don't trust. They're too rowdy. So that's what happened. We ended up kicking a few people out, and yeah, next thing you know,
Sneak
they
back in.
sneak back in.
Yeah.
The money's gone. Justin comes up to me, hey, the money's gone. We go check the cameras. Yeah. I don't even know how they got back in. We had security and
I ended up finding out who they were, bro, like a year later or something.
yeah, I
But it
remember.
was just too late.
Yeah,
You know?
it
What can
was-
do? Yeah.
yeah,
I think they actually went to my club.
yeah. I was
Someone
gonna
had
tell you
told me or
that
some shit
because
like that. Yeah.
they would always be there at
Yeah,
back nine.
right.
And yeah, man, that was a pretty.
It's wild, huh?
That was probably the most money that I've ever seen in one night. At least partying, we collaborated, and that's why I always preach. You gotta find someone that already has success, partner with them, both become successful. Unfortunately, our first time didn't go as planned.
Yeah, no shit.
Didn't go as
Yeah,
planned.
yeah.
Now, right now, I mean, you have all this money. Are you retired? Are you planning on retiring?
No, man. So I mean, so I got like a ton of money. You know, I got like a lot of investments. You know what I mean? I got a lot of invested, and that's usually where people like me are at. You know what I mean? You usually have your money buried in things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For your returns. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, man. No, I mean, I kind of vouched at the time when I left Arizona that I wasn't going to come back here and do anything. You know what I mean? But man, I love this gym, and I think there's still a big opportunity here in El Paso. And honestly, I want to prove everybody wrong, man. Even though I slipped up and I kind of got fucked. You know what I mean? It happens, bro. But I know I can come back here. I want to do some crazy shit. So these two ideas I have for here that I'm going to do with the gym and club here, man, they're going to be like some shit. Maybe some just other level shit. I'm going way bigger. You know, the buildings are way bigger. You know, I'm going to spend a lot more money, 2-3 times what I've ever spent on anything else. You know, and it's just going to be some shit that I don't think anyone will match me with for a long time. You know, someone's going to have to go all in to be prepared to compete with what I have coming here. You know what I mean?
And is it all you making the moves, or do you have investors helping you? Anything like that?
It's all me, man. It's all me. It's been all me, bro. It's all
So,
me.
true entrepreneur. Right there.
Dude, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm not willing to have someone come in and help me out, for sure. I just haven't met the right person yet. And, but you know what, man? I mean, it's cool if someone did. That'd be dope. It'd be a lot easier to have another half of me, you know? It'd be way easier, bro, for sure. But I'm completely prepared to fucking knock this out, you know, on my own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get it
Yeah.
knocked down to much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got it.
And obviously, you're ripped as fuck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Is that why you wanted to open up a gym? Have you always been ripped, or what? I mean, obviously, you're passionate about fitness.
Yeah.
Is that why you decided to go into the gym industry as well?
Yeah, dude. I think I've had a six-pack since I was like in 6th grade, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, for real.
To work your mind.
Yeah, yeah, man. So, nah, dude, I mean, it's like the gym, going into it when I had that opportunity, I mean, it was like a no-brainer. You know, it's like it was so easy because I've been doing it for so fucking long. It was just so easy, like so natural, you know what I mean? And I had never thought about it until, you know, again, just the opportunity came up and I was like, no shit, you know? So, it's just weird, man. It was never in my head to open up something. I don't think I was ever, I don't know, man. It wasn't like in my head to do it, you know?
You never saw yourself like being an entrepreneur, or
I
did
didn't-
you always have that in the back of your head?
So I've always been an entrepreneur without knowing it. You know, I've always been one. Since like elementary, bro. I hopped this
You
chick's
sell
fence.
Candies and all
Yeah,
that.
bro. I would hop this chick's fence. I would jack her pomegranates, and I'd go sell them for $1 at school. You know? Yeah, bro. Like I would do shit like that, and I would do it. I mean, all the time, man. I had the skateboard idea when I was like in middle school to start developing my own skateboards, but I never correlated it to entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? I've just always kind of been that way. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, back then, no one even knew what an entrepreneur was really.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just do it.
Yeah, you just do it, and that didn't really blow up till later. So yeah, man, I think it just clicked when I came to it. It just fucking clicked. So.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
And you have coaches working for you that coach you.
Yeah, I got.
There you go. You guys don't gotta wait for the new year, new me. Do it now.
Yeah, bro. I got coaches here. We're 24/7 here. My membership's fucking $25, man. So it's a big gym. I got a lot of dope shit here. Got like $1 million worth of equipment here. So, but the next one, 5, 6, 7 months, whatever it takes, fucking sick, man. I can't wait to show you guys.
And what advice would you give to someone that's trying to do what you're doing and you're barely getting started?
So I get asked this question a lot too, man, and I kind of say the same thing, bro. And I heard this somewhere. Maybe it was Elon, or I'm not sure who it was, but it's a real simple rule of thumb, man. So I tell everyone you got to like 25, 26 to find your niche, you know. So you can just fucking knock on every fucking door all these years until you like find like the avenue where you want to go, like put all your focus in, you know. So around that time, you need to pick something. You need to pick a craft, and then you just attack that. You attack that shit, you know. So that's what I would say, man. To anybody young that's just kind of like lost, like I was, you know what I mean? Had no fucking idea. Had no one tell me nothing, bro. I figured everything out on my own completely, bro. You know. So trial and error, man. You know. Yeah, that's what it is.
Now where you're at, have your priorities changed? Do you have anything else that?
Yeah, dude. No, my mindset's different. You know. I trust way less people, for sure. Number one. Like I said, man, I had my number one person fucking screw me, bro. Bad, bad. I mean, I think she didn't give a fuck if like I fucking had a heart attack and died that same day, just from one day to the next, dude. You know what I mean? Switch, just flip. She just flipped. She just jumped ship. You know what I mean? And I never, ever in my life saw that coming, man. As well as I took care of my people in like my close circle. You know what I mean? If she was with me to this day, she'd be writing with all this new shit I got going and these new successes I got going on. You know what I mean? She was that intricate to like my operations. You know what I mean? So I trust way less people. I won't give anyone a chance until like basically you prove me now. I don't need to fucking prove anybody to anybody, but I've shown what I fucking done. I've shown who I am. You know what I mean? So that's different about me, bro. I'm definitely like evolving, man. You know what I mean? Just like an evolving character. I do watch a lot of video, and like I said, I read a lot of articles a lot, and I watch a lot of podcasts. All these dudes that I look up to, you know what I mean? And they all have a lot of really smart shit to say, man. I take what they say serious. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can inspire somebody out there, man. Just a little bit, bro, because all those videos that I watch, man, they do change me and they make a difference. And like how I push my new operations or my new move or how I talk to somebody or you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Is that what you look for in a partner? Trust?
Yeah, bro. I think if I was to look for someone if I was to look for something in a partner, I'd be looking at their day to day. Honestly, you know what I mean? Are they getting up with a fucking purpose? You know what I mean? Like, do I need to follow up after you? You know, like can you match me? You know what I mean? Actually, can you fucking do better than me? You know what I mean? I haven't fucking met anybody like that yet. This whole time. You know what I mean? As far as my standards go, I haven't met anyone that can move like I do. Just even, And I know there's fucking guys out there, you know what I'm saying? But they're probably all doing their own shit as well. You know what I mean? I take that back, man. I do know somebody, but he's doing his own thing. He's also solo, and there's not a lot of solo entrepreneurs, man. There's very few.
They all have their own partner.
Everyone's got partners, bro. Everybody. You look at almost any business here in El Paso, they all have fucking partners. 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. My homie that I'm talking about, he's by himself, and he's super successful, way more than I am. But I know his road was hard as fuck, And yeah, bro. Like I said, if I have to go solo, I'll keep it. More profit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it'd be cool to like share some shit with somebody. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like just my mom and my girlfriend, and like that's about it.
You know what I mean? You're taking care of.
That's what I'm taking care of, man. Yeah.
Did you retire your mom?
I haven't retired her yet, man. She still helps me a little bit. She's got a pretty dope little life, I think.
Yeah.
She looks pretty good, man. So, but yeah, man, I can't wait to like send her to fucking like Bali or something. And I'll see you in like a year, Yeah, that'd be tight. So, I think we're close. I think I'm about a year, maybe 2 years out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess then and now, what was your motivation then, and what's your motivation now?
My my motivation then was to just fucking like have a life. You know what I mean? Have like a purpose. And then my motivation now, bro, was like fuck man, I think I got it. Like how much can I do? You know what I mean? Like how successful can I be? Or what new things can I bring that no one's seen? Um, I think that shit kind of wakes me up. I think it's always gonna be just a little bit of ego, man. I can't really kick that down like to nothing, because I just have a lot to prove. You know what I mean? A lot to prove to everybody. So that kind of like it's a little bit of a driving force for me. You know what I mean? But I want to see what's next, man. Besides gyms and besides bars, like I want to do some other shit eventually. You know what I mean? I have some other ideas. They require like an insane amount of capital. So this is my step in. This is my intros.
Have you ever been in the fitness industry? This is a question for myself.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Obviously, you have this. Have you ever tried to develop your own supplements other than?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
When I open a new gym, I'll do like my own little pre-workout powder, and I'll think of a couple things. That's easy though, man. That's like that's just too easy.
Everyone's doing that.
Yeah, bro. You just gotta have a little bit of money and find a spot. So I'll do that though. Yeah, we'll have like a little smoothie shop and shit in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I noticed in your gym is filled with these. You don't have anything else. So you're trying to not only make the gym be that gym, but you're trying to make it its own brand as well. Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's its own brand for sure. And I can't wait to like expand it. So.
And I guess someone who has money like you, who's met multiple people that have money as well. Everyone says this, but I want to ask you: can money buy happiness?
And again, it goes to like all these videos that I watch, and it's just like yes and no. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it fucking helps me. You know what I mean? Makes life easier. Yeah, it helps you move your purpose. When you're broke, bro, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a little fucking depressing being there, fucking not being able to go to the movies or some shit. Yeah, man. I mean, I think people fucking need to just get out and fucking hopefully just make a buck, man. I think it helps, dude. But like I said, bro, I think if you can, if you're willing to put in the work, bro, and sacrifice to be your own boss, I think it really makes a lot of those people more happy. You know what I mean? I think that should be the goal. If you can do it, working for somebody, man. I mean, it's a part of life, man. I did it for a long time, and obviously it's the way the world goes. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with it if you're content with it. Like that's what's up. But if you can be your own boss, like go fucking give it a shot. Just be willing to understand that it's hard as fuck, and it hurts. So gotta deal with those pains.
Well, Justin, I appreciate you so much. I know you could have been doing a million other things.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
you could have been anywhere you want.
I'm gonna be here working out right now, bro. We're good, man. Yeah. That's what's up.
So I appreciate your time. Anything else you want to tell my viewers? Anything else? Are you looking for girls at the bars? Anything like that?
No, man. I mean, just like stay tuned, bro. There's a new couple moves that I got going. It'll take me 6 to 8, maybe 12 months. But when they open, man, when everyone sees this new shit that I've been coming up with, I'm gonna fucking wow everybody for sure. So just stay tuned.
You've been wowing me all these years.
I appreciate that, bro. Fuck yeah, man. Thanks.
You guys be in tune. Big things coming from Justin. You already know. He owns the best bars in El Paso, starting from back 9. The best gyms, a bigger gym coming soon. So I appreciate you, Justin.
Thank you for your time. What's up, man? Hell yeah.
If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you like and subscribe. I hope I earned your thumbs up, and stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be making more videos like this, so make sure you follow Justin in the bottom. I'll link his Instagram, I'll link my Instagram. You guys have a good night. Peace.